Today, we are bringing you a JDM import showdown. We got Deps soft plastics versus Mega Bass soft plastics. You'll see that we have everything from your paddle tails to your creature baits down to these things that kind of look like some poop. So without further ado, guys, we're gonna jump in the John boat here at Blue Rock Lake, go ahead and putt around this bad boy and see which one of these lures catches us the most fish. Alright guys, we just got out here to our first point of this lake. I figured we'll start off with some finesse fishing and then kind of power up. First thing we're going to be going with is this little tiny shad little bait. It's by Deps. It's called the Samakatu Shad, something like that. I'll put the name down below because a lot of these Japanese names are they're gonna throw me for a loop. Alright, they were just busting over here. Let's see if they're still over here. There's a good chance we missed them. But we'll just work it real slow. Might have to pop out the oh snap around. Yep. Right away, come over here, and we found them. Whew! Engulfed that thing, boys. Look at that. Nice little guy on the Deps little jerk bait. We're using it on a hover rig, and as you can see, completely engulfed that thing. Saw a little fish. Oh, front flip back in the water. And one thing I will say that I wanted to mention earlier, didn't get to mention it yet on these baits, but the plastic that these things are made out of, super different in just comparison to like the US baits, but against each other as well. Like the cover Scat, completely different from these jerk baits, which is completely different from the bull flat. It's a lot softer, a lot less oily. And when I'm talking, these things are packed full of scent, guys. I've never touched a bait where like I can't get the scent off my hands like this, except for Berkeley, really. And then they're also covered in salt. So I think we're in too deep of water to be finesse fishing just right now. So let's go ahead, put the finesse rod down, and we're gonna grab our swim bait. And I know I'm gonna slaughter. It's like the Hazedong, something like that. I don't know what the heck it is, but that's what we're tossing. Let's see if we get something on it. Whoa, this paddle tail looks so good, guys. Look at that. I know you guys can see that. Look how good that looks. Oh my goodness, something just swatted out my bait. Yep. Yep. What is this? Oh, what is this? Why is it fighting so hard? Second fish of the day. You want to talk about a football dude? That guy is built like Rob Gronkowski. It's just all muscle, baby. All right, guys, I'm not gonna lie, that bite was sick. The way he came after it, I saw him flash in the water because how clear the water is here. And the bait's very durable, held on very, very easily. And we have it on a screw hook, so you don't really have to worry about it messing up in the front. It's just so much in the back. Let's try out something a little bit different. We're getting into some structure type stuff, and I have yet to try out my poop lure that I've been super excited to try out. Now this thing, I've seen a ton of people use it, so I'm kind of curious to see how well it does. Unless you're at a sewer runoff, there's not a lot that this is imitating. Let's try to bomb this over there and see what happens. Oh my, I scared something. Like, imagine winning a tournament and they're like, what bait did you win the tournament with? And you're like, it was my cover Scat. I think you would get banned from the tournament right away. They'd be like, all right, this guy's not invited back. Oh my God, look at this thing. Yeah, if I was a fish and I saw that, I don't So like I said, the only problem with the lure like this cover Scat is it's really hard to fish in an open because it's kind of more of a drag across the bottom. So I'm gonna pop it away real quick. We'll come back to it in a little bit when we're fishing more structure and stuff. And we're gonna pull back out that Mega Bass paddle tail that I can't pronounce properly and see if we can find something roaming around this area. Yep, already got smacked right there. Oh my God, he hit it like 3 times. Took the tail off of it that last time. Sit down, so the wind don't push me as hard right now. The wind's starting to come in. Push it down. Push it down to the lake. There we go. Not a big boy at all, but we'll take him. All right, guys, another one. That's fish number 3. 2 on the Hazedong, and 1 on the Deps. So mega bass is up, guys. Woo! Second jump on that one. Let's see if I can find something hidden over here in these coves again. We'll pull out the or we'll keep working the shad bait around a little bit, and then I'm gonna pull out the Texas rig bait, and we'll start doing some flipping and stuff. There's like 3 little areas we're gonna try to run it through. First left, and then right of that stick. So let's go with the in-between first. Just in case there's one on either side, it'll draw them in. Just gonna go with a steady retrieve. Yep. I knew it. I knew we'd find one there. Look at that, guys. Right on cue. We called it. We found one. Right where we thought it would be. All right, guys. I think that's like 4 fish on the mega bass lures, and I think only 1 on the Deps so far. So Deps is getting their ass kicked, basically. We're gonna have to step it up. So I'm gonna put away the mega bass while we fish the rest of this little cove and see if I can get something on the Deps little bull flat. And if we can't get anything on the bull flat, basically while we fish this whole little corner, we're gonna pull out the shad bait the rest of the way. And I mean, if the shad bait beats us, mega bass wins. The mega bass wins. I can't really, you know, change what the fish want to eat today. So bull flat, it's kind of like a creature bug bait. I'm gonna go Texas rig. Got a 1/2 ounce on this. Leave a little bit of space for some knocking action. This thing doesn't swim too crazy when you just bring it in normal. So I know when we pop it, it kind of has like a little flap in the back, and that helps it kind of kick up, similar to like a crawfish, like little arms and stuff like that. Looks more like a water bug, if you ask me. That's a big boy. That's a big boy. That's a big fish. Oh my goodness. Please don't come off right here. Oh! Look at that, guys. That is the bass that we wanted. What a fish. Oh yeah. 3.54, baby. That was pretty sweet. Biggest fish of the day. Officially on the board. You know, I figured the cover scat, I'm not gonna lie, I figured the scat would be the bait that took the cake today, but it seems like the bull flat might be it, which was honestly one of the baits that I was the most excited to try. It just seems the most realistic for our conditions and our locations and style of fishing that I like to do. They're real low and slow, and I mean, you guys see I'm just leaving it in that structure right there and just hopping it around. See, this is what I mean by real soft plastic. It already ripped through just with me thinking I was stuck on grass. Kind of a pain in the butt for these baits because I know they're not very cheap, which you know, if you're spending money on soft plastics, it's hard to spend a lot of money on soft plastics, or it's just to commit to it because they are so expensive. So for you to be like, yeah, I'm gonna just go through these baits without any worry, you know, unless you got deep pockets, not everybody can do that. Big reason why I wanted to try these out, show you guys what they're about. There's that soft plastic example. I mean, really nice plastic though, like stretchy at the same time. Feels like a real bait, but look at that. When it rips, it rips. Take it out, swap it out. There we go. Another one on the mega bass lure, guys. Mega bass is just crushing it on the spinner baits today. I don't even know what number we're on, probably like 7, but there he goes. It's like every time I know I'm gonna get a fish in this point. There he goes. Something on that. Uh-oh. This is big. Yeah, this is real big. What is it? I just want to see it. Oh! This is the spot where I got a big bite last time. Boys. What a freaking fish, boys. Oh my God, this has got to be close to a 5. I can feel the weight on it. This thing's definitely close to 5. I think we're about a 4.5. There we go, that's more what I thought. 4.12. Not the 4.5, not the 5, but dude, one of my biggest fish out of this lake, hands down. And such a pretty fish too, just incredibly beautiful fish. And that was freaking awesome, guys. That's why I brought this net today too. I was like, if we're gonna get some big winter bass, I want to be able to pull them up. Sure enough, man, that was awesome. Something was just popping on shad right here, guys. Let's see if we can catch it. Ooh. Whoa, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. I thought I was just gonna be able to muscle this fish up, but no. This thing is gonna take us for a ride. You better get ready, boys. It's not even a huge fish. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it is a big fish and I just can't see it. Don't jump, don't jump! Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Alright. 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 Mega bass won. Mega bass just won. No questions, no ands, no ifs, no buts. Mega bass just won. I thought that was a small fish. That is not a small fish. That was a good fish. And when I mean good fish, I mean that's the biggest fish of the day, easily. Man, look at the size of that fish. Beautiful, beautiful largemouth bass. Look at the gut on that thing, guys. This is definitely a Florida strain black bass. Awesome fish. I mean, ton of fight in this fish, as you can see. Look how thick his tail is. I can't even get my fingers all the way up here around his tail. Down here I can barely get my fingers around his tail. What a solid fish. And look at that bait once again, completely engulfed. Five on the dot, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's time to load this baby up. All right, guys, we're just now getting all packed up from our awesome day out here on the water. I will say this lake produced today using only those Japanese import baits. It was pretty crazy. I figured we'd get a lot more on the creature baits that bull flat, but it makes sense that, you know, the shad bite is on, so the shad bait was insane. I figured we were only gonna get those small fish today, but y'all saw at the very end, pulled 2 great fish using that Hazedinger. I don't know the name. I'm not good at the names. But if you guys want to learn more about these baits, if you want to pick up these baits, I'll make sure to leave a link below in my description. I know they're a little bit harder to find, but you can get on over to Discount Tackle. They got all these baits. They got loads of other really cool JDM baits. And I was just excited to get out here today and kind of test them out for myself and to show you guys a little bit more about them as well. But that's going to be it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We got ourselves an awesome 5-pound bass. We got ourselves a 4-pound bass. We got ourselves a 3-pound bass and a handful of small ones. So I would have to say a pretty solid day out here at Blue Rock Lake. And once again, guys, if y'all want to learn more about private water fishing lakes, get on over to privatewaterfishing.com. I'll leave that link below as well. But thank you again for watching, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.